I find it hard to believe that like other comics don't care a lot about structure, especially when like the element of callbacks is becoming very, very relevant for a lot of comedians. Like the usage of callbacks, like calling back to a previous joke or a thought or a story, is like imperative for later parts of the act for a lot of comics. That I feel maybe I'm stretching this a little bit, but it may be hard to watch a special nowadays without a callback. You know, so the structure.
You're correct.
I think structure is more important to more comics than you may be giving it credit for.
I will accept that. You're probably correct on that one. At the same time, I think the difference is that, for instance, a person who masters the callback and like almost like defines it for us nowadays, Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle, in his 7 most popular stand-up specials, 6 of them he ends it with a callback. And not only does he make his callbacks so stellar and they're so freaking funny, at the same time, he also basically trains his audiences that whenever you get a really stellar callback at the end of the show, that's him telling you that the show's over.
And it's such good buttons.
Amazing buttons, right? So like the audience he will not say thank you, like have a good night, that's my time, or whatever like that. He will say a punchline that is a callback to a joke from the beginning of the show, and everyone will just start clapping because they know it's done.
Yeah, you just know.
Yeah, because he's trained you to think that, right?
And like 9 times out of 10, it's a very, very big story, and then it ends with the callback.
Exactly.
And I know for a fact it happens with at least 2 of the episodes per se.
Yep.
2 of the episodes specials for James Acaster. I know for a fact it happens with the first and the last.
Yeah.
I'm sure it happens for the middle 2 as well, but I'm not
It does, yeah,
I
because of
confidence a little bit in that.
Because of the Christingle.
That's right.
Yeah, in the
second one.
You're right.
What's a Christingle, Mac?
Oh, okay. So a Christingle is a candle in an orange.
Yeah, and there's like pencils hanging out of it too.
With a bunch of toothpicks.
Oh, sorry.
That have, I think it's like meat and cheese
Something
attached
like
to
that,
them.
Yeah. And you can eat
and
it
there's like a
there.
ribbon around the orange. Yeah, and so you like eat the toothpick meat cheese one at a time, and then you unwrap the orange with the candle still in it and start eating the orange around it's ridiculous. Anyways, something in his act. It's insane. But even Dave Chappelle, I think the big difference is that Dave Chappelle will use callbacks. And they're excellent, but I think that the callbacks are an illusion of structure in that he could take out and replace any of the jokes in his special, and it would still be the special.
Okay.
James Acaster cannot
like he has like
take
a toolbox.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. James Acaster cannot take out or put in any other jokes because his stories, and more importantly, the narrative, the character arc of James Acaster, which we have to get to in a second, is dependent on the stories he's telling.
He has a script.
Absolutely has a script. He has to. And the script did not come from this would be funny. The script came from this is the story I'm trying to tell. Not story as in I went to the market one day and blah, 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 like other comedians.
Yeah, you went to the Coin Star, yeah.
The Coin Star.
The deep cut.
I know. But he is telling a story in terms of like we're watching a character in a play, and that's what I love so much about James Acaster is that it is way more theater than it is, and he knows that way more theater than it is stand-up comedy, and that's what makes it so experimental and so wild and so interesting.